Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Friday, 13th December. Yeah, very interesting dynamic. Most stocks down today, but the average is kind of swinging back and forth. Let's get right into the charts. It's all about Broadcom today. Let me share my screen here. Again, subscribe to the channel. Um, Give me a thumbs up, put some commentary in there. With regards to the major averages, we had the NASDAQ hit all-time highs earlier today in on the heels of, Broadcom blowing out. Just huge move in Broadcom. Again, more of that AI stuff, but it did come off, and it's kind of just churning here, literally right at the prior highs. We'll see if there's some, looked like it was going to reverse earlier today, and then they brought it right back up again. So it's kind of just churning here at all-time highs. This would have been interesting if they had taken out that low. Then it would have been, kind of a big reversal pattern, but it still could happen next week. We'll see. It's all-time highs. You never know how high it's going to go. NASDAQ kind of the S&P lagging. Again, most stocks are down today, which is really interesting. If you look at the breadth numbers or whatever, and just go through your checklist, through your watch list, you'll see that AMD's down, NVIDIA's down. Most of the mega caps are either flat or down, and so it's kind of an interesting situation. The S&P is holding right around 60-40. If they can break that down, I think we got some legs down to we got moved lower possibly. Russell also been edging lower, trying to hold on to that level there, and the Dow also been drifting lower as just one or two stocks. UNH was been a big drag on this thing. We got FedEx earnings next week. Bitcoin's just kind of churning at the highs. Looks like it's going to be interesting to see if they take out 105 again and then turn it down, or is it going to just go into a sideways pattern here for a little while, which it tends to do. Everything else, what's interesting too is rates. Again, rates looks like they're headed back to 450. I don't think, again, up to now, it hasn't been bothersome for the stock market. I think if we eclipse 450, that's going to be the trigger. So it'll be interesting next week's Fed meeting if that's going to happen. Similarly, the dollar, I think, will also break out if that happens. Nothing going on here. We had, the ECB lower rates, but the currencies have just been in a slump here. There's just not even anything worth talking about in the currencies. Metals, gold did fall off of a level I was posting here at went deep into it and then fell out as a strong dollar. And so, that looks like it's headed back at least to this line here, and then possibly even down to 27.58, 25.78. Also notable during the week is the move in oil. I did write about it over last weekend. Again, subscribe to the newsletter. I'll be writing some stuff over the weekend about oil. Nat gas just continues in a range market. Hit 360, 350s, basically right up against the resistance, and it looks like it's headed back down to 296. So, you can kind of point to a range here between 3 and 360 on nat gas until otherwise. I think it's still going to be a trading market. That pretty much sums it up. Again, the today was all about Broadcom. Again, all-time highs. Very tough to discern how far they're going to take these stocks. Clearly, this thing is just crazy move. We're seeing a lot of that. If again, how high is high? Never, you don't know when it's this high, and it's probably going to pull back at some point to 200 or maybe even lower, back to where it broke out from. But some of the enthusiasm of the stocks are getting pretty crazy. And that's, I think, what's going to lead to some sort of correction at some point. And then again, you contrast that with stocks like Adobe yesterday. So we've got that there, and then you've got a stock like Adobe yesterday, which looks exactly the opposite, right? And so, you've got these kind of, uh, and then even AMD, which is NVIDIA was down today too, by the way. You see it. This stock has been going lower as well. AMD, which is a chip, also a chip, and then NVIDIA was down today. Most of the mega caps were down today. You can see NVIDIA was actually down on the day. I think most of the mega caps were down today. So very interesting situation. Something's going to give here. I sense there's something going to give. Maybe the Fed next week is going to be the trigger. We'll see. Extreme sentiment, put call ratios are like big time. We're seeing put call ratios back to where they were when the market peaked in 2021. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, all of it is pointing to maybe some kind of dislocation. We could actually hold up until the end of the year, but we'll see. All right. Okay. Have a great weekend. Again, post some comments, and we'll see you next Tuesday in front of that Fed meeting. Okay. Take care.